Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Thursday. It is Thursday, March the 26th, right? Now, I'm going to be doing some channel messages for you guys, so let's not waste no time. Let's jump right into it. Let me shuffle because you know this deck it is a thick deck, okay? I used to say that before, but when I used to do my card readings, and then I stopped saying it. I have no idea why, but we're going to get back on that, okay? My thick deck. Okay, I have to shuffle it like this because it's a huge deck, right? And I don't know. I thought I could shuffle all of them because I got some, lanky fingers, but I guess not. I guess not. It's like the saying where your eyes are bigger than your belly. That's how I feel like with the deck. It's like I thought I could shuffle it, and then my hands were like, nice try. So let's see what you guys need to know when it comes to channeled messages, all right? This could be what you're thinking or someone else in your energy or just the energy in general, okay? 12:43 right now on the clock, okay? It is 12:43 p.m. I did do some other messages earlier this morning that maybe you guys could have seen, okay? But when it comes to power, okay, this is very significant for some of you. Now, this energy talks about your confidence, okay? It talks about the clarity that you receive for you to be able to have so much self-trust within yourself that it radiates, okay, to the point where it's almost like you guys are stepping into your power. And for some of you that are building that energy to step into that, you are receiving clarity for that too. For those who already stepped in it and you guys are in it, you guys are rocking it, okay? Not to say that those that are still learning that you're not rocking it. You're rocking it, but baby steps, right? Just like how it takes a baby a while to learn to talk, learn to eat, learn to walk. Same with you guys, okay? Think of yourselves as a little baby, a little small cute baby, right? So take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation, right? Even when it comes to like your self-trust, right? Learning to trust within yourself and also your inner knowing, right? The color yellow could be very significant. Maybe you guys could be wearing the color yellow as of recently, or just using that color in general to basically manifest that power, the sun power, that illumination type of energy, right? Somebody also could be telepathically communicating to you at this time. Now, you may know who this person is, right? You may know who this energy is. They are telepathically communicating to you, right? This person that is telepathically communicating to you is missing your energy. So they've been trying to maybe reach out to you with the intention of hoping to maybe reach you, right? But there is something to do with like an energetic gap. Like you and this person energetically, there could be a gap because of your power, like your power level. So there's something about even that too, where you guys are leveling up, right? And this energy that's trying to communicate with you, maybe this person is no longer in your energy. Like maybe you don't see this person a lot, or maybe you do not speak to this person. You're in no contact. Even if you're in the same environment as this person, it's like you may have your boundaries at this moment high, okay? Because like I said, whatever you've dealt with, you've learned from that, you've gained wisdom from that, you're aware. Your left ear also could be ringing as well. Like you guys could be getting confirmation about your left ear ringing when it comes to like intuitive knowledge, right? But there is somebody missing your energy that is trying to telepathically communicate with you. This could be happening sooner than you think, okay? When it comes to like you being artistic, this could be you becoming a hairdresser or a stylist. Now this is you maybe stepping into your power for some of you. And for some of you, this is about you being attentive. So, like when you go to the hairdresser and you tell the hairdresser, this is what I want. I want my hair to look like this. I want, all these different things. There's something about that with you where people could just come to you and talk to you about like every and anything, and you're able to be very attentive. Now, this could be somebody who is a hairdresser or a stylist, or you could be thinking about stepping into your power and doing hair and cosmetology and all that good stuff. But a lot of people don't realize that people who do this type of work, They are angels. They are blessings in the sky. Well, some of them, because I've seen some videos where people butcher people's hairs, and I'm just like, oh no, I feel so bad, because you're just like, damn, that could be me too. Like, oof, right? So even that, it's like, you could be someone who does hair, and you can make a difference in somebody's life without realizing how much of a difference it is, right? That person may not say anything, and they may come back weeks later and be like, I really appreciate you, for what you've done for me, and blah, blah, blah. Or, even if you're not a hairdresser, but you're a stylist, okay? So say this is not about just hair only. Say you're somebody who creates things, you style things. This could be fashion, this could be clothes, this could be art, this could be anything, okay? But there is something about you being very attentive also when it comes to your listening skills, and you having empathy for other people and an understanding for your clients and who shows up as a client for you is very significant. So you could be a blessing in disguise for somebody. All right. Yeah, doves are very significant. It's like you bring a lot of peace, you bring a lot of unity. Okay, there's something about spiritual connections that are very significant. And you know what I was going to say to you guys too? No matter what it is that you've dealt with in your past, the reason why I'm saying this too is because you can be somebody who I'm speaking to who can have a lot of grace and understanding for people. You can understand that people can crash out, people get upset sometimes. You understand that, right? But as long as it's not them attacking you and coming at you or coming for you, then you have a different perspective no matter what they're dealing with. You can put yourself in their shoes and still understand what they're dealing with. But when it comes to people who, because they, oh, I lost my mom, or I lost my dad, or I have no family, or I have no this or that, because I don't have any of these things, let me treat people around me like doo-doo. And then you have people like that, okay, where instead of learning from where they're from, what they went through, what they had to go through and deal with, instead of learning through that and growing from that and using it as strength and wisdom, instead it's an excuse, right? So for some of you guys too, when it comes to that, it's like when it comes to spiritual connections, you are able to connect with people from all different walks of life. Even if they don't know where you are physically, telepathically, they will find a way to reach out to you and get a hold of you, okay? Birds are significant when it comes to messages. You guys could be seeing doves, right? Or there's something about having hope and faith when it comes to unity, right? Unity, love, peace, understanding, okay? There's something about that that is very significant. So let's see what else shows up. Someone's great-grandmother could be very significant. That is who could be telepathically communicating to you as well. It may not have to be, but it's showing up here, right? There's something about a great-grandmother that's significant. Maybe this great-grandmother misses your energy. Maybe you and this person are connected on a very deep level. Okay, we have spiritual connection. So even like I said, this person may not be here. You could be connected to them. There's something about you when it comes to ancestral wisdom. It's almost like you have wisdom of somebody, of a great grandmother or a grandmother or a mother. Anything to do with feminine energy and this old soul type of love, right, is very significant. Even when it comes to your great grandmother's legacy, some of you may resonate with that when it comes to like divination, maybe, okay, and ancestral, connections. Like, some of you guys may have family members who may look at divination as evil, right? Not realizing that that was actually the tools that they maybe used in their timeline, right? Like, it's not just about just Bibles or, it's not just about just, following certain things. There is something about the energy where your great grandmother could be somebody who, maybe she did follow the Bible, but to the point where she was still maybe mixing it with like herbs and remedies and medicine and things of that matter, where, other people may have looked at that and thought, ooh, that's kind of evil or witchy or whatever the case is, because, a lot of people like to judge what they don't know. So even that is significant for some of you guys when it comes to like you having ancestral wisdom, right? You having knowledge and wisdom when it comes to your roots, okay? The culture of your roots, okay? The ancestry of your roots, where you came from, and you being proud of that, okay? So if somebody looks at you and thinks, you know, you tapping into divination and spell work and things like that is considered evil, then allow them to think what they want to think, because a lot of times people don't realize that there's good magic and bad magic. Hello. Okay. So some of you guys could be using this type of magic, like herbs and remedies, to, you know, attract abundance and fortune, not attack people, you know, where there's those spells where people be putting people in the freezer, you know, that kind of way. Like, you're not going out your way to do things like that to people. You're doing it for you to grow and to better yourself. So when it comes to certain things where people may judge what they don't know, let them. Okay, you are connected to your ancestors. You don't need to explain, you know, anything to anybody. Okay, yeah, some of you guys are in hermit mode right now. You guys are going within when it comes to introspection. Some of you guys could be recharging your energy. This is inner work. All right, there's something about finally receiving the love you deserve. A clean home is a clean mind, and also Aquaman is significant. So even when it comes to your worth, okay, some of you guys are aligned when it comes to partnership, whether this is partnership within yourself, the universe, okay, and even the people that are around you that, you know, resonate with you on that deep level, right? There's something about you cleansing your home for some of you, okay? You cleansing your home is cleansing your mind as well. Cleansing your home allows you to bring order, okay, clarity, calmness. There is something about even rituals where some of you guys may clean every Sunday. Okay, great grandmother energy. You may clean on a Sunday, you may clean on a Saturday, or you may, you know, clean on a Saturday and cook on a Sunday, or cook on a Saturday and clean on a Saturday, whichever way, right? But there's something about you cleaning and maintaining that cleanliness of wiping things down or dusting, okay, things of that matter. So there's something about, even when it comes to water, some of you guys who are connected to a great grandmother, there's something about water energy that's significant. And also when it comes to you being able to bridge between both worlds. Now, this is about you having power of the deep. Now, some of you may resonate with the movie Aquaman. That could be confirmation. But if not, there's something about a message, okay, that's very specific to somebody when it comes to the movie, the message in the movie, and a great grandmother when it comes to your legacy and the power that you hold. Okay, so also when it comes to like deities, water energy is very significant. I know a lot of people talk about them, you know, some of them are African deities, but some of you guys are doing your research when it comes to that. Some of you guys are actually connected to those things. And I'm not talking about like going online and finding it based off your birth chart. I mean like getting dreams and synchronicities and confirmation that you guys are connected to the deep sea. Water is significant too as well when it comes to Aquaman. There's something about also that too, where there's a message in that movie when it comes to water and things that are in the water that we as people cannot see, okay? Things that we cannot touch, okay? And things that could be showing up where even though we cannot see it and we cannot touch it, some way, somehow, it's being telepathically communicated to us. So say there is a great grandmother that you resonate with and they are a water placement, that is also significant, okay? So take what resonates with that too. That could be confirmation too, right? Yeah, this individual, whoever this energy is, they love your energy. They adore you. Okay, they probably love the way that you walk. Okay, they love the way that you talk, the way that you dress. Okay, even the way that you smell is very significant. This could also be something to do with, like, say you're not the hairdresser, like say you don't do hair, because not everybody does, right? Your great grandmother could have been somebody who did do hair. Like, she was a very creative person. Maybe she was somebody that, even though she never had the license or like the education maybe in her time, she was a very wise woman, okay? She knew how to do hair, she knew how to cook, she knew how to clean, she knew how to garden, okay? She knew how to heal, okay, with her words, with her actions. There's something about that mother energy. There's something about that energy that's very, very significant, and they could be missing your energy because you embody who they were when they were around in their time. And I think that's so beautiful, and I think that's very interesting, you know? I don't know who resonates with that, but I think that's very, very interesting, okay? It's almost like you may have never met this great-grandmother, but you felt like there's a pull to this person, and it's almost like you know that you can feel the energy of somebody pulling onto you, like missing you. You don't know who it is, you don't know why, but then it's like when you put two and two together, you realize that this individual or this energy, they wish maybe they could have met you when they were around in this timeline that you're alive, right? Meaning like you're older now, so maybe they wish that they met you when you were older because maybe they only knew you when you were younger, or even if you don't remember meeting them, that's also, you know, confirmation. Like say you don't remember meeting them or you've never met them, but they've maybe confirmation with the horn. Maybe they've seen pictures of you. Okay, maybe they've, you know, heard your voice on the phone, things like that, right? And I know sometimes people talk about, you know, parents have favorites, but it's not even about favorites. It's about the energy. It's about you being divine. It's about you being connected. Like, say all of your other siblings, right? Whether you're the eldest, the middle, the youngest, it doesn't matter. But say all of your siblings, maybe they're into church. Maybe they're very spiritual, not spiritual, but very religious in that sense. Like, maybe they are very hardcore religious, and maybe this great grandmother wasn't like that. It's like she read the Bible, she would read her Psalms, but she would read her Psalms to protect herself and her family. Like she was very you know, heavily respected in the astral realm, okay? And you could be the one coming in with that same energy. Yeah, waxing crescent moon is significant when it comes to your intentions. This is about growth, okay, hope, alignment, okay? So yeah, there's something about heart energy, heart chakra, love, right? There's something about forgiveness, connection, and openness. So again, when it comes to being telepathically communicated to, there is something about you being open to this connection. Okay, it's almost like this connection is wanting forgiveness because maybe they know that if they met you, they could have taught you so many things. You know, like you ever felt like there was an ancestor or like a guide that you may be aware about or you know something about, whether this is from your own knowledge or family telling you, and you felt like, man, if that person was here right now, I know me and this family member, we would be kicking it. We would click like, you know, homies, right? So yeah, transformations, butterflies, rebirth. This is about personal growth, right? Some of you guys are growing. You guys are opening up your heart. You guys are expanding. Okay. There is also something about when it comes to marriage or kids, there could be something that's being built in the background, right? So when it comes to like marriage and kids and things like that, legacy is significant. Maybe some of you guys don't care for a legacy, right? In that sense, it's like you would prefer to heal a lot of your traumas or a lot of other things before you do something like that. And for some of you guys, when it comes to marriage and kids, you may have someone in your energy who is wanting to come towards you and, you know, maybe propose something towards you when it comes to having hope and alignment, when it comes to planting new seeds. Even family planning is significant when it comes to spiritual connections. So you could be having a spiritual connection with somebody and also receiving communication from this person. If this is not from this person, you guys could be receiving communication. This could be a text message or, you know, just a download or something, right? But yeah, there's something about protection. You guys could be receiving an offer. There's also something about role proposal and a desire to support. So whoever this energy is that's around you, it's like they want to provide, they want to support you, okay? Going to a concert is significant. We have release. For some of you, this is about shared awe. So like I said, if this is not an actual concert, like say you guys are going to a concert with somebody that, you know, you connect with or you guys have similar connections with, there's something about your energy where there's something to do with communal vibes, right? Having a vibe with your community, being able to connect with your community very deeply. But also when it comes to release and shared awe, there's something about you and whoever this energy that you're connecting with, you and them have a very shared awe. So say this energy, whether this is a great grandmother or not, say this feminine energy, or say it's a masculine energy showing up as a feminine energy, right? Either way, this person may have a shared awe with you where, say they were not allowed to use their magic and talents in their time because maybe they would have been shunned or, accused and things like that. They may have a shared awe with you because they see that you're into the same things that they were into. And that is where they're saying, oh my gosh, like, this person is me, basically. Or even when it comes to like communal vibe, there's something about, people wanting to protect and support you because they see that you guys all share an same awe when it comes to the way that you think, the way that you act, the way that you move. Okay, that kind of thing, right? Going to a concert could be very significant. There are a lot of artists as of recently that have been promoting, their music and tours and things like that. That could be significant. Maybe somebody wants to have a desire to, take you to a concert to show their support, or, send you tickets to a concert to show their support, maybe offering you something as a way to show some type of devotion. Okay, when it comes to being a provider or a protector, or, you showing up when it comes to like you releasing, right? So even community too, when it comes to release, that could be significant. Releasing what no longer serves you in your community as well. Now, this could be maybe your views have changed, your beliefs have changed, and it could be changing for the better. And maybe people around you who you used to be around, it's like maybe they're not growing the same way you are. So maybe you're moving forward as well. There's different ways to look at it, right? But we have mutual friends if it is a concert. Mutual friends are significant. This could be someone in your energy that wants to connect with you. They could be planning something, right? Like I said, community and joy is significant. Laughter could be very significant. So you and a mutual friend could have a very good connection when it comes to, you celebrating one another. This person could be planning a party, okay, for some of you that resonate with this, and this could be the communication that you guys are receiving. Now, some of you guys may not want to go, or maybe you're not open to that. Even when it comes to like baby showers, that is also significant. Like there could be a friend of yours that could be planning something when it comes to community, and they could be wanting to invite you. Okay, there's something about that too when it comes to things being orchestrated in the background without you knowing. Monday is significant. Something about your energy when it comes to your intuition and siren energy. Like I said, whoever this energy is, there's something about Monday, okay, when it comes to your intuition and your emotions. There's something about you being a siren. So something about you and your energy could be pulling on someone else, or people collectively can feel how strong your energy is because of your voice. Some of you guys are very alluring, okay, when it comes to your sensuality, being comfortable in your skin, being comfortable in your divinity, okay? United States is very significant. So some of you may live in the States. Some of you have a lot of range when it comes to connection, okay? There's something about connection with other people, independence, and also values, right? So like I said, there's something about you changing your values and what you think, and you guys could be releasing a lot of people, places, and things when it comes to that, okay? The United States could be significant, okay? But if this is not about the country itself and, hey, and listen, and what's going on right now, all right, which is crazy to me. I'm not going to get into that, right? But there is something about values, right? You showing up when it comes to your values, what you believe in, what you truly feel like, you want to fight for when it comes to your desires and things like that. But yeah, I'm going to end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you. Again, thank you guys for the love and the support. You guys can follow me on TikTok and YouTube. My website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca, where you guys can check out my blog and also book a reading. All right, guys. So thank you guys. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. All right. Bye.